Hey Commanders fans, get ready, because today we have exclusive news about our team, and you can't miss a single detail. So take advantage and subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to receive everything firsthand, and of course, leave a like to strengthen our support and show that there are only true fans here. Our commitment is to always bring you the latest updates, news, and everything that goes on behind the scenes at Commanders. So, without further ado, let's check out today's news. Commanders should target Rams' free agent offensive tackle in free agency. The Washington Commanders are about to be caught in a storm that every good team risks getting caught in. As expectations rise with performance, there's no shortage of top-tier names linked to the Commanders this offseason. If Washington General Manager Adam Peters can't land one of these offseason home run free agents, then he'll be labeled a failure in his second offseason leading the team. The good news is that offseason grades don't matter. And finding the right guy at the right price is part of being a great general manager. It also leads to real wins, the true measure of a successful process. One of the names we recently rounded up for the Commanders to keep an eye on is Alaric Jackson. The offensive tackle currently with the Los Angeles Rams is everything you'd think a team led by Peters and head coach Dan Quinn would want. He's a capable NFL player, but he's also earned everything he's gotten out of this league. Working his way up from undrafted free agent to starter, Jackson could be one of the next pieces that sends those eyeing Ronnie Stanley or Morgan Moses straight to the grievance department, but could send Washington to the Super Bowl. According to NFL.com's Kevin Patra, signing Jackson may not earn Peters the top headline on NFL Network, but it would go a long way toward balancing his budget with his team's needs. I worry that the offensive lineman market is rife with overpayments, but Jackson could fall into the underpayment category. Patra recently wrote about Jackson. A former undrafted free agent, Jackson has proven to be a rock on Matthew Stafford's left side over the past 2 seasons. Regardless of who is under center in LA in 2025, a solid tackle is necessary for Sean McVay's offense to operate. While he may not be an all-pro, Jackson is steady as a run blocker and pass protector. His 22 QB pressures allowed in 2024 matched those of Dion Dawkins in Buffalo, according to Pro Football Focus. Jackson's positive run blocking on the left side has also helped LA's vital ground attack. If my choices are to spend around $15 million for a still-developing 26-year-old blindside blocker or $20 million or more for an injury-prone option in his 30s, give me the former. Commanders expected to add former QB for $137 million. The Washington Commanders did Jaden Daniels a favor by selecting the Heisman Trophy-winning quarterback with the second overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft and having a top-notch support system ready for him when he showed up. Part of that support system was backup quarterback Marcus Mariota, himself a former Heisman Trophy winner and second overall pick, who dutifully served as Daniels' backup and part-time mentor during a historic season. The Commanders overpaid for Mariota in 2024 by about half, signing him to a 1-year, $6 million contract that served more as an insurance policy in case Daniels couldn't break through. In 2025, Mariota could get that kind of money elsewhere, if not more. In that scenario, the Commanders should make sure the next backup is a veteran presence like Mariota was. One affordable option the Commanders should consider is veteran quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, who played in 2024 as Matthew Stafford's backup with the Los Angeles Rams on a 1-year, $3.1 million deal. Garoppolo's projected market value in 2025 would likely be another 1-year, $3 million deal. From the Athletic's 2025 NFL free agent rankings, Garoppolo is here not because of his on-field production. He played in just one game, a 30-25 loss, and was 27 of 41 for 334 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. But because of his position and the premium placed on reliable backups, he'll also get a raise from Sean McVay after spending a season backing up star quarterback Matthew Stafford. Garoppolo in journeyman stage of career. Garoppolo, 33, is in the twilight of his career after a decade in which he accumulated $151.7 million in career earnings as a starter for 3 different teams. Garoppolo was a second-round pick, number 62 overall, by the New England Patriots in the 2014 NFL Draft out of Eastern Illinois after winning the 2013 Walter Payton Award as the FCS's most valuable player. He spent 4 seasons with the Patriots and won 2 Super Bowls as Tom Brady's backup before being traded to the San Francisco 49ers midway through the 2017 season. Garoppolo went 5-0 as a starter for the 49ers to close out the 2017 season and signed a 5-year, $137.5 million contract extension with the franchise in February 2018. He tore his ACL 3 games into the 2018 season, but returned to start every game in 2019 and led the 49ers to the Super Bowl. He signed a 3-year, $72.75 million contract with the Las Vegas Raiders in March 2023, but was released a year later. Mariota could be a perfect fit in the AFC East. ESPN's Adam Schefter predicted that Mariota will end up being the top target for the Miami Dolphins, who desperately need a backup quarterback for oft-injured starter Tua Tagovailoa. In an interesting twist, both Tagovailoa and Mariota played football at the same high school, prep powerhouse St. Louis School in Honolulu, Hawaii. The Commanders had their best season in more than 30 years with the collaboration of Daniels, Mariota, and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who turned down a potential opportunity to return as head coach in 2025. The Commanders' smartest move may be to offer Mariota the exact same contract he had in 2024 to keep him on the team. Washington Commanders are encouraged to trade 8-time Pro Bowl wide receiver this offseason. The Washington Commanders are preparing for another offseason, and the team enters this period with considerable financial flexibility to strengthen the roster. With approximately $78 million in salary cap space, the team has room to invest in new signings and also to retain key players who are already part of the roster. One of the suggested strategies to optimize this space is to invest heavily in reinforcements that can enhance the performance of rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels. His rookie contract gives the Commanders a window of opportunity to spend aggressively before having to commit large amounts to his future extension. Among the names considered, T. Higgins appears to be an attractive possibility, but there is an even more impactful player who could change Washington's offensive landscape. According to Mo Moton of Bleacher Report, the Miami Dolphins could consider trading Tyreek Hill, and the Commanders would be a plausible destination for the explosive wide receiver. Miami could consider trading Hill for a combination of draft picks, Moton wrote. Remember, the speedy receiver will turn 31 in March and has already announced his intention to retire after the 2026 season. The Dolphins could opt to trade him before it's too late, and the Commanders could be an appealing destination. Jayden Daniels already had one of the best rookie seasons in history for a quarterback, and he did so with Terry McLaurin as his top target. Now, imagine the evolution he could have with a deep threat of Hill's caliber, which could catapult him from a 2024 Offensive Rookie of the Year candidate to a legitimate MVP contender. While the idea is exciting, there are significant challenges to making such a trade happen. One of the issues complicating a potential trade is Hill's own desire. The receiver has already stated that he wants to remain with the Dolphins in 2025. Additionally, the financial impact of his departure would not be easy for Miami. Hill currently has $27.6 million guaranteed for next season, making any move out of the lineup a complex decision from an accounting perspective. According to Over the Cap, if the Dolphins trade Hill after June 1st, the team would save $14.9 million in salary cap space and take on $12.7 million in dead money. However, any trade before that date would create significant headwinds for Miami. A pre-June 1 trade would result in $28.2 million in dead money, while a cut would be unthinkable, resulting in losses of $55.9 million before June and $40 million after that date. In other words, if the Commanders truly want to sign Tyreek Hill, a post-June 1 trade would be the only viable option. However, waiting until that date to add an impact player to the roster may not be ideal for Washington, which will likely look to add reinforcements as soon as possible to build a competitive team from the start of the season. Despite the speculation, a move still seems unlikely. However, if the Dolphins decide to part ways with Hill, the Commanders could consider it a masterstroke to supercharge their offense and turn Jayden Daniels into an NFL superstar.